Pony, and welcome back to the Pony Talk podcast. We make it real only right here, guys. It's amazing. As always, I am your host, Dashi101. Great to be back with all of you. I hope you're just as ecstatic as I am being here tonight. Yes, so I know, guys, that this podcast is just a little bit late, just a little bit, but I had other plans that I need to attend to, and yeah, so it kind of got pushed back just a little bit, but we are here today, don't you guys worry, with episode 8 of season 8, how ironic. We have the parent map. This is what this episode is titled, as you saw. Now, I just want to put my little input into this because I think it's worth mentioning. Now, I personally thought that this was going to be based like around the main six's parents, but I was totally off, and that's alright. This is actually quite an interesting episode, I gotta say. And by what I'm reading on here, the parent map is supposedly based on, or the title at least, is based on the movie Parent Trap, so they kind of got that a little bit in there. So yeah, and I've noticed another trend with these episodes, guys, is Hasbro has definitely incorporated like movie-type titles, movie-type scenes and stuff, which I've mentioned in other podcasts before. And it's kind of good that they're actually doing that, but in some cases I'm like, a little flimsy on. But yes, so let's dive right into this episode. That's a new one. Episode, guys, on the Pony Talk podcast. So, we begin the episode in Ponyville with, or well, not Ponyville, actually the Crystal Empire, to be more precise there. We don't get into Ponyville until later on, as you guys saw, but we see Sunburst, and he is being greeted by this mail delivery pony, and while Sunburst is being greeted by this delivery pony, his key mark starts lighting up, and he doesn't notice it at first until he notices, and it says, "Yes, I know what this means. I've been waiting for this." And he rushes to Princess Twilight's castle, and there is Starlight not looking so good. Now, why is Starlight so upset and all that? And at first, you know, it was kind of funny that she was like, "Oh, hi, Sunburst," and he kind of felt a little bit, you know, discouraged, like, "Aren't you excited to see me?" Or like, what's going on here? And then he's like, "Are you excited to see me or anything like that? Like, what's going on?" And Starlight's like, "No," and then of course he gets a little upset, and she's like, no, I did not mean it like that. No, just where the map is calling us to, which is Sire Hollows. Sire Hollow, sorry. Yeah, so basically this is, if you guys aren't aware, which, I mean, most of you should be aware, this is Starlight's and Sunburst's hometown. And so, if you remember, with past events, Starlight wasn't really too happy with how she turned out, and we know, like, what happened, you know, based on Season 5 and previous seasons. And, also, apparently, their parents have also treated them, you know, like they're still fillies, well, at least with Starlight. Sunburst is kinda, you know, bossed around by his parents, too. So they're like, I don't know if this is such a good idea. Can there be any other, like, friendship problem out here? Does it have to be this one? So they get up on the train and all that, and they start talking a little bit like, why? Why are we going to friendship quests in our hometown. So, when they arrive, they see this new change to their hometown. And the first thing they bump into is the gate. There was never a gate with Sire's Hollow. Had to think of that for a little bit. And when they open the gate, it has that "Welcome to Sire's Hollow," which was, as we know, Sunburst's mother's voice, who is welcoming literally everyone who comes into Sire's Hollow. So yeah, that's new. And they also have these new, like, little side businesses and all that. You know, it's very state of the art, I guess you could put it in that way. And Starlight and Sunburst are at first like saying, "Why, this is new? Why is this here? Why are these here? Things are changing. Oh my gosh." And Starlight points out, well, that's not new, and she points to Sire Hollow's library. Now, this library, you literally can't go in, can't touch anything, and there's literally ponies in there telling them, "Hey, can't do anything but look. This is historical stuff by Firelight is Starlight's dad's name. He is supposedly a part of the the Society to Preserve Historical Things, such as that library." So yes, we run into Starlight's dad, who basically is like, "Oh, hey, Sugar Plum," and all that. And Starlight's like, "Dad, just stop, please, don't." Which is very casual. I think we can definitely relate to that, especially with our parents. We don't like them calling us certain names. So definitely a little bit of a real life situation with that. And we run into Stellar Flare, who is Sunburst's mother. And she's also very excited to see, of course, her son. And yeah, they kind of like are over here, you know, "How do you like the new and improved town?" or "We kept it just the way you liked it." And both these two, Sunburst's mom and Starlight's dad, are going their two different routes, which is kind of like pulling them apart. And Starlight and Sunburst start to catch on and be like, "Oh no, the friendship problem that we're looking for, I think it's our parents." And they were right. It was their parents. So yeah, not good. They have a very heated situation, either keeping the town the way it is or just tearing it all down and starting fresh, because, you know, a fresh start, we need it all brand new. And yeah, both these two parents aren't getting along. So Starlight and Sunburst need to, you know, fix this, of course. And they start saying, well, like, "Hey, you know, we do like it the way it is, but we want to just, you know, figure out our friendship problem." And they're like, "Ooh, you actually have a friendship problem? Oh my gosh." And now that they're kind of going on their path on their Sunburst and Starlight's terms, they start to get crazy. And I'm not going to sing "Cake by the Ocean." I know I kind of put a thing in for that. I was not meaning to do that, guys. I am sorry. I'm just a little bit tired because I am doing this podcast a little bit on the late side. Let's just put that out there. But I wasn't gonna disappoint you guys, because I know these come out on Sundays, and that did not happen. So, yes. But now, while these parents, or their parents, are now moving, you know, to a new sort of thought saying, alright, we need to help our kids figure out the friendship problem. And now Stellar Flare starts to like make up situations at first, you know, like, ooh, they're not agreeing on this type of perfume and stuff. And we do run into this one perfume pony at first, who is a little bit annoying at first. And it's like, okay, you spray perfume in front of, and I know how perfume is, it's very strong, we get it. And yeah, so they're over here, you know, kind of trying to figure out this friendship problem, or trying to at least create one so they can solve it. And Sunburst tells his mom, that's not how it works. Please stop. Stop where you are. Stop everything. Just, you know, you gotta do it by my way. And she doesn't listen. And Starlight is not having any luck either. Firelight treats Starlight again like a little filly and all that. It brings out her old blanket, you know, kinda tells her history of the town. But Starlight doesn't need that. She just needs to figure out what the friendship problem is. And her dad is not helping. But this goes on and on and on. And it just snaps both Starlight and Sunburst to tell their parents, we don't need you anymore. You are not helping. And not good. First, the Firelight was starting to be disappointed, and Stellar Flare, she starts to leave in disappointment and tears and trots away. And then Starlight and Sunburst realize they messed up horribly and they need to fix this because, yeah. And they don't, at first, believe that this is the friendship problem. What they believe is now that they created another problem they have to fix, and also fix the friendship problem, whatever that may be. But, at the end, we all know and figure out that it is their parents. But, this is where it comes into deed. Now, they start talking about, okay, let's get our parents back, let's figure out all this, tell them we're sorry, and then let's try figuring out this friendship problem. So Starlight goes to her dad and says, hey, I'm sorry for how I acted, but, you know, can you please just stop with the whole, you know, Philly thing and all that? It kind of is really getting annoying. And her dad then agrees, and back with Sunburst and his mother. His mother kind of makes smart remarks saying, oh, I thought you didn't need me. And he's like, no, I do need you. We just need to figure this out together. And now she is on the bandwagon. So on that case, both of them express to their parents saying, hey, you know, there's something we need to tell you. The reason why we've been kind of avoiding you guys is, well, first of all, you know, you treat us like fillies, like we're still fillies, but we're grown ponies, you know? We want to do things, you know, our way, try to figure out stuff, and we can't do that if you guys are just, you know, not letting us grow up. And they start realizing, like, oh, you know, we kind of have been pushing the limits a little too far. And they're like, alright, we'll listen to you. We're sorry. And they make up, and, well, that was the friendship problem the whole time. They needed to express to their parents how they actually felt and tell them the truth why they've been avoiding them. And, yeah. And Sunburst also, I forgot, Sunburst, I've been mostly talking on Starlight's part, but Sunburst explains to, like, his mother, like, that he's sorry for how he kind of lost when he flunked school, I guess during magic school, and they needed to both understand, you know, both Starlight and Sunburst situation, and they did. Their key marks were glowing, all that, and then their parents kind of start saying, hey, you know, it'd be pretty cool if you could have like a magic spell that would actually keep your key marks glowing, but they're like, it's not how it works. And so now they say goodbye, and so they can leave for Ponyville, both Sunburst and Starlight, bleh, if I could speak. So, yes. Then, just one little thing I need to mention in there, as we saw, they both get the idea, their parents both get the idea, hey, maybe we should come visit you. And they're like, no, we're good. And I really like this part. I like the part in the very end scene where both Starlight and Sunburst were like waving their hooves at the train like, come on, they're already starting to make plans and stuff, let's get us out of here. And then it closes off to the title screen. I thought that was pretty funny, even though it's just a small little part, but I think you guys can agree with me too. So, what did I think about this? I thought it was very tasteful, you know, seeing both Sunburst's mom and Starlight's dad. I don't know where Starlight's mother was, and I don't know where Sunburst's dad was, so maybe they were busy doing things, or maybe they just had a dad and a mom for each of them. So, there are a couple of questions I had in that episode, you know. It was a very good episode. It was nice seeing that Starlight and Sunburst got along with their parents, figured out the friendship problem was their parents. So they were right all along. So, yeah, very nice, very cute little episode. Not my most fave, but that's alright, guys. There's still a lot more of episodes to come our way, so that will be very nice. But I think this is where we come to our climax, or our resolution, not climax. Climax has already happened. Our resolution of our Pony Talk podcast, guys. So, I want to hear from you, though. What did you think about this episode? Do you think it was tasteful? Do you think it's just, you know, kind of one of those run-on episodes? And it might have been one of those run-on episodes. I don't know. There has been a couple of episodes where I thought they weren't run-on. They were. So, yeah. This is a very cute little episode. And, yeah. So, our next episode, when we come back to the podcast, and hopefully I'll have someone joined with us. If not, guys, we will try to make this as entertaining as possible. But yeah, let us know also, what do you guys think of these podcasts? Do you find them seriously entertaining? We try to do our best to entertain you guys, even though you've watched the episode or you haven't watched the episode. But I think it's a lot more interesting if you guys have. So yeah, but come next podcast, we will be taking a look at the non-complete clause. That is our next episode title, guys. That will be episode 9. So, that's all I really have to say for this podcast, but come next podcast, we have a lot to say and a lot to cover. Again, very nice episode. It got to the point, and it's nice seeing Starlight and Sunburst go on an adventure together. Even though it probably wasn't the best one as what they intended or planned on. But, you know, the cutie map has a mind of its own, and just depends where it all falls into place. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching this podcast. Please give it a like if you really liked it. Share with your friends, favorite, and guys, don't forget to subscribe for more future podcasts coming your way. So, as always, I gotta dash, stay 20% cooler, and this is the Pony Talk Podcast, going out, guys. Peace out. Bye, every pony.